Should I buy a house with interest rates so high? If interest rates fall, prices go up. If you were born in the 80s or 90s and you're just coming onto the scene and finding out what interest rates are, it seems really high because we've had interest rates at 3% for a long time and we all got used to those very nice rates. So 6% seems like a lot, and it is comparatively. And frankly, if you would have asked me 2 years ago if interest rates were going to double, I would have assumed prices would have fallen, and they really haven't. And I think that's the hardest pill to swallow right now is I'm still paying a really high price and my interest rate is really high. Why are those two things happening at the same time? Historically, they wouldn't have. And at least specific to the Portland metro market, our housing market is really resilient. Those prices have been stable and they've stayed stable for a while. To me, that means prices are not likely to fall unless we have some crazy catastrophic lending practices like we did in 2008. So why should you buy when interest rates are high? If you get that 3% interest rate, what we saw in COVID, prices went up by like 40% over 3 years. So you can't have one without the other. If you want a lower price, which relative to the gains that we've seen in the last few years, we do have a low price, then you're going to have a rough interest rate. And then when interest rates fall again, because they will, because the economy does go through cycles, then you can refinance and then you get an awesome payment and you paid a price that you're happy that you paid.